Today is an exciting day because it's the start of my next series of walking and touring. And we'll be walking the scenic highway of 30A, which is like a very prestigious road that goes through some really beautiful scenic like beach causeways and beautiful like mansions and residences. There should also be some very pristine nature reserves and state parks along the way too. I was surprised. I think I saw a few nature trails that we can explore. So leaving my last destination in Sandestin towards the 30A highway. So this is my first stop on the way out of here, Perla Baking, just to kind of get myself situated, organize, and plan out the route. All done at the Perla Cafe, and now we're kind of just making our way towards 30A. So this little cool downtown area is just outside of Sandestin Resort. So we're walking along US 98, which we need to take to Highway 30A. Man, this is a busy highway, this US 98. And directly across the way is Topsail Hill Preserve, which is where we're gonna end up later today. That'll be our first destination along the 30A highway. It has been so damn humid these past couple days and weeks. I am absolutely drenched under all this. Making a quick pit stop at the Walmart to grab some fruit before we head into camp. All done at the Walmart. Only needed a couple pieces of fruit. Safely made it across the highway. This is a pretty big highway. It's 6 lanes. Almost there. There it is, the famous 30A highway. Just up ahead to the right. No, I gotta get a sandwich before we head into camp. All done at Subway. We are officially on the 30A Scenic Highway. We have made it to the Topsail Hill Preservative State Park. That wasn't too bad of a walk at all, maybe 3 miles, if that. So it looks like we'll check in right up here. I think this is where I meet the glamping tent people. I rented through Topsail Outfitters. So just stopped in at the main gate and they pointed me in the direction to go. So now we're just gonna be walking down the street until we hit the club building, I think, of where Topsail Outfitters are located. This place is so nice and peaceful. I think this is my building right up here that I gotta check into. You got a playground over here. This place is huge. Good thing I got a bike. So talk about perfect timing. The guy in charge of the tents just finished setting up mine. So I can go right in, and you guys, you gotta check this out. This is pretty cool. All right, here's a first look at the campsite. Got a nice heavy duty canvas tent over there. We'll check that out in just a minute. But on the outside, you got a picnic table. Got my bike rental over here. Looks like you got an extra camping spot maybe too for an additional tent. Got the clothesline back there. And then you even have a grill here as well. Got a fire pit. There's potable water right back there, the spigot, hiding behind a bush. And then the tent itself is on a platform. And let's go in. So here's the first look. Nice little setup here. I think it's like a twin bed, queen size bed. Got a couple tables, you got chairs. And it's nice and cool in here too, because he has an AC unit. I thought it was gonna be really hot. But this is awesome. So what's included with this, with the glamping tent package, like I said, is the bike. But then you also get access to the trams that run around here, because it's a pretty big area for a state park. And then I also get watercraft rentals each day. So like a stand-up paddleboard if I want to do that. And then I also get free coffee and like I think some food as well at the coffee shop, which is right next to where I checked in. So this is actually a nice little deal I ended up getting. I didn't realize it came with all this. So I'm really happy about that. This is the complimentary menu. So you get 2 small complimentary drinks and 2 of the following food items per day. That's awesome. All right, let's go check out the bathroom facilities real quick because I want to see what's going on over there, see what I'm working with. I'm gonna have to take a shower. So I don't think it's too far from my tent. It's just right down this little path, which takes you out to a little parking lot. I think these are just, additional tent sites. The tent sites are gravel, but they're pretty private. So this is actually a really nice setup. Down this little path. Oh, okay, they got bathrooms and water fountains right back here. So finished up at the bathhouse, just kind of wandering around back here. Thought I saw a trail. Think I can do a little loop back to my place. I think this just kind of takes you around the different tent sites. I think if you go straight, that takes you more towards the beach. We'll have to check that out tomorrow. But this is pretty neat back here. Very well maintained. Everything's super clean in the bathroom and the facilities. There's actually some additional tent sites over here. Apparently I just walked on the service staff road by accident. So I guess I cannot go that way. But yeah, they got all the tents back here. Kind of like my setup better because it's a little more private. Got a little turned around in here. Hold on. Just trying to find my way back. Okay. I'm near the bathhouse. See the bathhouse. I'm gonna find my way back there. T2. All right, got a little lost. Like with every new place, I get a little disoriented. But we back. All right, let's check out what's going on behind. What do they have? Is this a hold up, is this a Tesla Starlink? What? So I gotta check in on that. I gotta go see the front desk if that Wi-Fi is actually for this tent site. I mean, it popped up as tent site T2 or whatever, so pretty sure that's Wi-Fi available. But behind the tent is just a road to get to another road that I think this one down here takes you to the beach and tram, etc. Let's check out the laundry situation real quick. Might get a quick load in. All right, it's just your basic coin op. $3. $3 to do your laundry. All right, back in the tent after doing a little bit of exploring. Went to the front desk, got the password for the Wi-Fi. That is Starlink, by the way. I confirmed it. This is awesome. Such a great little setup out here. You can work out here. You can live out here, honestly. This is real nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think that's it for today. We're gonna save some more exploration for tomorrow morning, so that's when we'll pick it back up because I'm sweating, I'm stinking. I gotta go take a shower. I gotta eat. I just gotta organize my shit. Everything's everywhere. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow morning. All right, good morning, guys. Another day here at the Topsail Preserve. As you can see, this is where the tram stops, picks you up to go to the beach. And this path that we're on this morning will take us all the way to either the beach or the lake. So it's about maybe over 2 miles worth of paved pathway, which is pretty sweet because you can ride your bike throughout almost the entire preserve on this paved pathway. So we'll take this to the lake first, go check it out, and then head to the beach afterwards. So there is a lot of different hiking trails that kind of meander off from this main trail. We'll definitely have to walk a few of those while we're here. They're pretty short. They're maybe only like a mile, between a half mile and a mile. So hopefully we can try to knock them all out while we're here. See, there's like a little trail over there that you can walk. And they kind of just all wander in and out of this main path. So as you can see straight ahead, there's a couple of trails that I think go out that way, but we're gonna stick to the main path for now. It's a little rabbit. It's a little guy. What are you doing? There's a deer right here. Probably about 10 feet from it. And here's one of the main attractions here is this lake. So you can take watercraft out onto the lake. I know with this package I got the offer of free rental. Just out beyond that way, over the dune, is the beach. Looks like the rain is starting to come in. Wow, this storm cell came in real quick. I thought it had some more time. It's pouring. Figured I might as well get a workout while it's raining, you know? Definitely a good time to get a few movements in. And just like that, the rain has stopped, sun's coming out, and it's starting to get humid. Just as I'm finishing my workout under here. And we are back on the move, leaving the lake. Got to see a nice little tour of the lake area. It is really nice down here. Now we're gonna head back to kind of where my tent is, but then we'll take a right before that to head to the beach. Next right, going towards the beach. Before the beach, there's a cool little trail right here to No Name Lake that we'll walk real fast. Right over there. Gotta watch out for those gators. And the trail continues just a little bit further down there, and then it just stops. This is so nice out here. A lot of rabbits out today. Not too many people here this morning. It's like the rain scared off people from coming to the beach. This is where you park your bikes. And it's pretty much a boardwalk over the dunes all the way to the beach. A lot of seaweed that washed up. We got some waves today after that storm. So I started walking down this way because I was intrigued by these yellow pillars. I thought maybe that was like an access point or something, but it looks like it's just nothing. So if you keep walking straight ahead for maybe a couple miles or a mile, right down there, I think that's regional beach access for the Dune Allen Beach and also Ed Walleen. So that's where I'll be headed in another day or two, down that way. Oh, that water is rough. It is, it'll pull you. You can definitely see some riptides forming here. Just did a quick dip and I think I'm just gonna kind of lay down and get some sun. So instead of heading back along the boardwalk over there, there's a little side path that'll take you back to the bikes. I actually see a gator over there. Right there. See his head poking out. All done at the beach. Gonna ride my bike back to the tent and then go check out this coastal cafe where we get our complimentary drinks and food because your boy is starving. But before we head over there, I want to show you guys the cabin area. This is pretty sweet over here. In case you don't want a tent or you don't bring your own RV, you can actually rent cabins in this section of the state park. And some of these are actually pretty nice. I looked into it, I almost did it. They're a little bit more expensive, probably around, I think 230 to 215 a night. Making our way to the cafe. Everyone's out, going to the beach. Here's the cafe. Probably chill outside on the porch. So I was riding around and I saw this cool place to sit right on the porch out here. I think we can sit out here. Kind of overlooking the lake. Yeah, this is the spot right here. Cheers. Back at the site, made a little chia seed pudding with some fruit. And it's turning out to be a beautiful day today after a rainy start. Yeah, I think this will be a good day to go explore some of the trails. Maybe I'll go hit those in a little bit after I eat and then end up at the beach to kind of rinse all the sweat off that I build up while hiking these trails. All right, we are walking back on foot. Been riding my bike everywhere since I got here. So it's about time I start walking again. Gotta do a little digestion walk after that. After that smoothie and my chia seed pudding. It's a tram. You just saw that I passed the all trail sign, so we're gonna try to check out all the trails before we hit the beach. Looks like most of them are loops. There's a few out and backs, but they're not too long, so I'm thinking maybe a couple hours to explore them all. So I'm here. I think I'm gonna hit the beach on the way back. So I think the first one I'm gonna do is number 1, which is the Tortoise Trail, and then kind of maybe just kind of continue my way out to there, come back, go around, and go all the way out there, come back, and maybe follow this. And I don't think I've done number 9 yet, or I don't think I've been to this part. And then come back here and then end up at the beach. I think that's the plan. So places like this, where it's pretty busy, I usually try to do the opposite of what the majority of people are doing, or at least what I think is the opposite. So a lot of people are going to the beach right now. So I'm gonna go hit the trails, maybe go, I think, yeah, go, like I pointed out, go more towards like the lake area. You know, probably where there's hopefully less people. And then when I'm coming back, I'll hit the beach when most people are leaving the beach. I think. I think that should work out. I got my liter of coconut water to keep me hydrated. This stuff is delicious, this Cocoa Joy. All right, I think this is the green Gopher Tortoise Trail. So we'll start with this one. This brings you right by the cabins. Feels so good to be just back out in nature on a trail, just walking around, breathing in that fresh air, surrounded by the color green, just taking it all in, resonating with the natural frequencies out here. I'm telling you, it just makes you feel amazing. Like this is my therapy. This should be, honestly, like I'll prioritize this, like nature, to help with my health and overall well-being over anything. It just feels amazing. You feel so much better. So this trail practically kisses Highway 98. It's literally right over there. You can see the Murphy gas station. I think the donut hole is right over there, which is another little restaurant nearby. I thought you could actually get through, but it looks like there's a gate right there blocking you from getting through. And I thought maybe you could get over to Walmart from here. Doesn't look like it. Not sure if this is the turn or up here and the next left is your turn. I'm assuming it's this one. And yeah, there we go. I see the green marker. Ooh, a little wet after the rain. Maybe I can sneak right along the right-hand side. We already know what to do. Been through this thousands of times. All right. Made it through the Gopher Tortoise Trail. No problem. It's pretty short. And we're moving on to the next. All right, now we're going on to Deer Track Trail. I believe there's a whole bunch of trails up here. Navigation update right there. Almost at Morris Lake. So we'll do kind of like an out and back here, maybe out to there, maybe around here, back, and then we'll go all the way out. All right, we're gonna stay right, and then when we come back, we'll go down that way, I think. Unless this loops around. Oh no! This is what I was hoping to avoid. Looks like a little bit of water from this morning. I think we might be okay. I think if we stay to the left or to the right, yeah, we'll be okay. Right along this way. Ooh. I'm hoping this doesn't get too swamped out. We'll see. We getting deep into the state park. All right, looks like this is where Deer Track Trail takes another left. You can go straight ahead for the old growth trail. Okay, so I think this is where you would turn left to continue out on the south side of Morris Lake. So once again, I was wrong. I think we come back this way and then take a right down there. But we'll go this way first. We are crushing this today. This is going by fast. I do got to say that the trail is very well maintained and very well marked, very well blazed. So this has been super easy navigating my way around here. Come to a fork in the road. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep going straight. Let's see. Let's see what this sign says. Old growth trail exit. Down there is the lake. I'm wondering if this does a loop. So the old growth trail goes straight and it also goes to the left. Choose your own adventure, I guess. Keep going straight, and if I do have to come back, we'll hit those on the way back. I just saw a big old snake through here. Couldn't tell, I think it was like a yellow one. Couldn't tell what kind it was though. Slithered away too fast. That's right, I gotta remember, I'm in their territory. Totally worth the walk out here. This is beautiful. What a nice little view. It's interesting how there's lakes like right here, and then right on the other side of those dunes over there is the ocean. It's crazy how close these lakes are to the ocean. All right, now I'm just gonna head back the way I came until I reach one of those trails that goes south to take you onto the Morris Lake Trail. Not exactly sure which one it is, but I guess we'll figure that out together. This is the turn that I take to stay on Deer Track Road. This is actually Topsail Hill Road. So earlier I came out from over there, but to get to the Morris Lake Trail, you head south on Topsail Hill Road / Deer Track. Of course, there's no way around this one, I don't think, unless there's a little side trail over here. I don't know. We may just have to walk right through this one, unfortunately. Looks like there's a little log crossing over here. Might have to get a little muddy. And then over there, looks like there's more logs. All right, made it across. So that worked, kind of skirting through the woods over there. There's a few logs to cross the water. And then making our way, got a little muddy, a little wet. Not too bad. Actually, the water was super warm. I probably should just walk straight through there. But it was pretty adventurous going along the side of it. So Morris Lake Trail is this right. And I think if you keep going straight, that'll actually take you out to the beach. We'll hit that on the return trip after we do Morris Lake Trail. Yeah, because I'm here. And yeah, so I'll go out this. I hope there's a bridge there. We'll see. So I'll try to go this loop here and then come back. And then I think straight would take you out to the beach, which is up over there. And then we'll make our way back, you know, to that lake that you guys, or the circle you guys saw this morning, and then back up. This trail is so nice. All right, here's a boardwalk. Sweet. Yeah, right, this is what I pointed out on the map. I thought I saw a water crossing. This is absolutely beautiful out here. I was not expecting all this. Ooh, and it is a blinding dune walk. Wow. You went from some dark vegetation right into the blinding sand. So we gotta watch out for some exposed metal cables. Like this right here. Whoa, this is crazy. I didn't realize they were like sticking up like that. Holy shit. Yeah, you don't want to run into those. Get tetanus just looking at them. So this trail reminds me of the last section of the Florida Trail where it walks you through the dunes of Pensacola Beach, which actually I could only make up to a certain point there before they roped it off for an endangered bird. So I could only take a look at the dune trail, and then I had to go back on the street. But this is what it reminds me of. Yeah, look at all the rusted metal just sticking up. Gotta be very careful walking through here. Yeah, it's all over the place. So we're at that junction of the loop where I think you could go left or right. I think that it says it for you to go this way for the trail, and I believe it just takes you around in a loop. You can see the ocean from here. So if there was one section that you would get lost in this whole trail system here at Topsail Hill, it would probably be this section. Because first of all, it is very bright. It's blinding white, and it is a little bit challenging to see the markers and sometimes the trail at certain points. For the most part, it's pretty easy. But if you're not paying attention, or if you don't have good eyesight, then yeah, I could see how it could be a little bit challenging navigation-wise. And also, physically as well, because you're walking on this sugar sand. So it takes a little bit extra effort to get through the trail. And it's pretty damn hot on this section. There's no tree cover. You're fully exposed to the sun here, baby. Here's a nice view of the lake. Lake Morris. So this section of trail is about the furthest distance away from camp that you can get. See, I'm getting close to some houses over here. And now it's turning me back towards the main trail. But yeah, we're pretty far out here. Ooh, we getting that sun. We getting that vitamin D today. I didn't realize this section of the trail was mostly dune trail. That surprised me. So that was a nice little loop. Kind of brought me right back to where I started, where I was trying to decide whether to go left or right. And now we're just headed back towards the deer track. All right, made it back to this three-way junction. I know we don't want to go towards the watershed. So you have deer track trail to the right and also straight across. I'm not sure. I don't know what's down here. I guess we'll check it out real quick. Hopefully this brings me around to where I need to be. So to continue on deer track trail, we take this left over here. But I think you can go straight, because we're currently on Topsail Road. I think you can continue going straight to the beach from here. Yeah, there's no sign saying you can't. And there's no pets beyond this point. Yeah, this does take you out to the beach. A little bit of a walk through the dunes. Oh yeah, no, this is super remote. No one over here. Oh, it is so nice up here. I may have to jump in real quick. Sweating all afternoon. Just look how clear this water is. A little bit of seaweed, but beautiful. So if you don't want to experience any crowds while at the beach, make it down to this point. It's a bit of a hike, but totally worth it. So it's at this junction where we jump back onto Deer Track path, I guess, and we take this all the way to Campbell Lake. Another fork in the road, but we stay right. So I hit another fork in the road. I think the real route is this way. It does look like you could get back to that like lake loop going this way. I think it takes you the same spot, but I'm not entirely sure. Plus I kind of want to see if the true path takes you there as well. But I believe both ways do. This is the official way and the other one's the unofficial way, I guess. I think they meet up in the same spot. I think the other trail I pointed out is right below this one. Yeah, right down there. So they pretty much just run parallel to each other. But this is nice up here. You get a little bit of a tree cover. And we have made it back to where we were this morning on the bike. If you remember, this is where we got stuck in the rain. Right over here, under this shelter. So this should look familiar. We're back on the main bike path. And we'll take this to Turpentine Trail. I believe that is the last trail to explore. Walking by where we first entered our hike this afternoon. Walking by the Gopher Tortoise Trail, which we explored earlier. Let's take a look. All right, we're here. So the Tortoise Trail we already did. Now we're gonna take number 2, which is the Turpentine Trail, 1.05 miles. So we'll take this. We'll probably walk out there and back, and then take it all the way back here. So it is this right, the Pink Trail. All right, we're already coming up on the Campbell Lake viewpoint turnoff. Right up here to the right. So out and back, total of 0.6. Another point checked off the list. We are here. Now all I got left is back up and right there. Turning back on the Turpentine Trail. And Turpentine Trail is coming to an end. And you guys know that if you go out here and go right, that'll take you to the beach, which y'all already saw. So I'm gonna actually turn left and head back towards my campsite because your boy is hungry. And I think that does it for today. Thanks for watching. We saw just about the entirety of the trail system here, except for a few minor places. Saw a lot of cool viewpoints and even made it out all the way to that beach access point towards the end of the preserve, or towards the end of the state park. And we made it the furthest distance away in the state park. And we'll pick this back up tomorrow. I'm not sure what I got in store for us, but we'll figure out something. Good morning. Another day here in Topsail Hill. We're gonna walk down to that cafe and grab our complimentary coffee. But first, you know, I gotta hit a few pull-ups. So I don't know if this is just me getting older or maturing, but there's nothing I like more than having the mornings to myself while drinking a cup of coffee with some type of scenery to look at. It's just very inspiring, and I get to kind of reflect on my thoughts and think about my plans for the day. And I found this great spot right over here in front of the pond. Check it out. Right over there. I'm gonna go sit on this porch and overlook the pond. So you got a few chairs. There's a rocking chair over there. Maybe we'll do that this morning. But yesterday I sat right down there. And then you get a nice little view. It's just the simple things like this that just make me feel good, make me feel happy. Just kind of being out in nature first thing in the morning, where it's just so much more peaceful, calming, because everyone isn't up yet, so you really kind of get it all to yourself, which is nice. But I didn't really have too much planned other than, you know, this morning, and then probably head over to the beach at some point, get a little bit of a workout in, and then I definitely got to do laundry and then start planning for next week and then the next day, which is coming up tomorrow. So it's don't really get to enjoy too much because I'm, you know, just constantly on the move. So I got to start staying at places longer. But that's pretty much all I had planned for today. Back on the bike, and we're heading out to that beach we discovered the other day during our hike. It's a little bit further away, but totally worth it, a little bit more remote. So most people will go to the beach or the main beach area right down this way, but that gets pretty crowded. So we're gonna go a little more remote. Just gonna fill up with some water real quick because there's no drinking water out where we're going. So I'm just gonna leave my bike right there because it's too sandy to take it the rest of the way. But I saw people leave their bikes like over there the other day, so I think we should be okay right there. I think I see a menacing storm cloud rolling in. I checked the radar, it looks like it's headed this way. So I'm just gonna wait here under the shelter for about 20 minutes, let it pass. Maybe it won't hit, but it looks like it's pretty close. It should, the majority of the storm should stay north. I don't want to be caught out there without without any protection, so we'll just chill here. And just like that, it is started to rain. My radar weather channel has pulled through again for me. It looks like we're in the clear for now. I see blue skies. Might get a little something in about an hour and a half. Got it all to myself. Oh yeah, Always like getting that ocean air, ocean water. Just breathing it in, breathing in those negative ions. Splash a little bit on my face. Such a good way to start the morning. Just so refreshing. All done at the beach. Got a little workout in there, as you saw. And I think I'm gonna head back to that coastal cafe and get some food. Hopefully they have that avocado toast, and wouldn't mind a fruit cup. Those look pretty good too. So here are my 2 complimentary food items. They really fill it up well for the fruit cup. Get some avocado toast as well. Back on the bike, gonna head to Walmart, pick up a few things before I head to my next place tomorrow. So I think that just about wraps it up for my time here at Topsail Hill State Park. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.